Today we are here at MICA's ICMC conference. I'm Urvashi Kapoor, Senior Editor at Jagran New Media. And we have with us Professor Varsha Jain. She's MICA faculty and ICMC conference chair. Hello, Professor Varsha.
Hello.
Professor Varsha, I would like to ask you that given the rapid evolution of marketing in the digital age, what emerging areas of research do you foresee as crucial for understanding the future of marketing? And how can researchers stay ahead of the curve in adapting to these new trends?
Sure. I think since 2 days we have been discussing about same issues, that what is the future and what are the areas of research. So primarily the first area of research, as we all know, is about AI. But in AI, as an editor, we also rolled out special issues where we are talking not only about the bright side of AI, but also the dark side of AI. And for instance, we all have seen the movie Control, where if you give the entire control to the technology, that doesn't work for human, because a human has to audit everything before anything is given to the technology, which includes AI. So that is one burning area where we need a lot of work. And when I say human, technology and AI, which works at the intersection of the platforms with human, with brands, businesses, and the ecosystems to make a better life for the individuals. It's technology should always be used in such a way so that it gives a better life to the individual. The lifestyle is sorted, the issues are sorted, and the stress is less. So the whole point in marketing is also about martech, and also about how the technologies should be used effectively in order to sort out the life of the consumer, because already they are stressed out and there's a lot of overloading of information happening across all the channels. So that's one area. Second area which is emerging, and this is coming from the conference only, is about consumer behavior, AI, and the immersive technology. So immersive technology is what people and consumers in marketing care about, is the seamless experience. Any study that we have done in India and outside, the outcome variable is experience. No matter what you use, whether it is AI, MR, AR, VR, any technology, but the point that all the consumers are making is how you can move that to a better experience. And there are two more things that they are demanding for. One is the vibe marketing, which we talk about. What is the vibe which you're giving through those technologies? And also how you create those moments in marketing, which are memorable. So that's the second part of the area that people are looking for across the globe. The third and the last emerging area which I would like to talk about is sustainability. Because even at American Marketing Association, I've joined the group recently where we are promoting sustainability along with technology, because it's not only about the individuals, but how do I make a better environment under which people are going to live in future. So that is amazing to research upon. So any scholar in the world who works into these three areas, I think will contribute significantly to the society, academia, and industry.
Right, and Professor Varsha, I've seen you've launched two new books, right? One is Branding and Disruptive Innovations: Qualitative Research in the Digital Age, and Branding and Disruptive Innovation: Owning Game-Changing Subcategories. And both these books explore pivotal areas in modern marketing. So, could you elaborate on the primary themes of these books and how they address the challenges and opportunities brands face in today's disruptive and digitally driven landscape?
Sure. So one book that I just launched recently was about qualitative research in the digital age. This book took us almost 12 years, because I've been teaching this course at MICA for last 12 years and more, and primarily doctoral students, and it was more of iteration process, because from idea generation until the publication, all the steps have to be encapsulated under one book, which was not present earlier. So that was one. Second, when we are talking about digital and AI age, in that case, there was nothing available where I was also teaching, where I can get a comprehensive understanding in one paper or a book about all the areas, how to work, for instance, online interviews. right? We all faced all those issues during COVID primarily, and people were not comfortable using even Zoom, including me, because we all learned the newer technologies in order to survive during that time. So that is one. Then the other thing is that how do I take all the methods together, run the analysis, and also make sense, like consumer insights, to draw from all those data points that I am talking about. So it took a while, but the whole point was that, we wanted to provide that comprehensive understanding, one, about all the areas of qualitative research, starting from idea inception until publication. Second, we also wanted to discuss about digital part, how to do that research, because research is not only about the physical environment anymore. It is all about online platform, Pinterest, Tinder, and all the platforms that we have been using, because we are social scientists and we discuss all the research projects on human. So that was the second part of it. And when we approached Sage UK, they clearly mentioned that you have to make the book little more comprehensive. That is the third point, which is about the media scholars, it should be about communication, journalism, management, and marketing, because everybody is using qualitative research and they want to explore that why is that phenomena happening, or the stories behind the numbers. You get to numbers, but then how and why. So that has been addressed by the book. The fourth point is that we actually have a lot of live examples coming from my own research, and I've published more than 180 papers now. And it's all about qualitative research, and it is pretty dynamic because you interact with the human and understand the why and how about all the concepts that you're studying. And marketing is very dynamic. It keeps changing. There's a lot of variance with the technology. So when there are variants, there's a lot of areas of studies, as we discussed, and that's how the whole idea of the book emerges from those set of insights that we got from publishers, from students, from faculty, from learners, and learners across the globe. So it talks about all the case studies and examples that we brought in from Australia, Nigeria, and India, South Asian markets, US and UK, because I've got co-authors from UK as well, who is also helped me a lot in the book. So that was about the first book. The second book is about the disruptions and innovations about branding. And that was one of the book which I co-authored with the father of branding, which is Professor David Tucker. And David has a very different philosophy of branding and marketing. He always says that you go to the industry, identify the burning issues which are there with the brands, businesses, and companies, and then address them in form of papers and the book. And that was the whole idea, which I just spoke in the book launch as well, which is about what are the different type of innovations that the brands are doing, what are the type of disruptions that the brands are dealing with across markets in the world. And the whole point was that how relationship can be strengthened in this disruptive world, and how brands can become friends with the consumers, and how the technology like AI and platforms can be used in order to strengthen those networks together. Because it's all about, if you're there for me, are you listening to me as consumers with the brands? If you care for me, I am there for you. And if you don't care for me, I'm not there for you. So it's like pretty cutthroat competition which is happening. So that is one. Second is, how do you have a competitive edge? Because it's all about competition, and it's quite furious across the globe, because consumers have a lot of options now. They can't wait. So that was the second part of the book. The third is that I'm integrating that with other insights that we have from other books and papers as well, wherein the consumers are more about personas and individuals that keep changing their needs and requirements. So for instance, if you ask somebody on a Sunday morning that what they would like to have at 10 a.m. IST would be different from a Monday morning at 10 a.m. IST, because the requirements keep changing. The individual is same, but the persona keep changing. And then the access to information is also very different, depending upon all those external parameters and intrinsic parameters. I think the brands play a pivotal role in changing their mindsets. And I'm not talking about the mind, because mindset is again short-lived. Everything in this world is short-lived now. So that means the brands and branding have also changed, and the subcategories of the brand says that we gave examples of Adani, Ambani's and Tata specifically, where we're talking about how the brand caters to different sections of the society, different sections of the people, and how you develop those kind of trust and credibility. And Tatas are the excellent example in this country where you talk about the brand and the company no matter what the subcategories are, but it's amount of trust that people have towards the company, right? So that takes a while, but then if you really do it well, that is where must-haves is highlighted in the book. So it's all about the newer paradigms in the disruptive world of technology, how the innovations can be done. So it's not only about creating disruptions at all the levels, but how to be innovative to make sense to the consumers. And before that, we did another book on purpose-driven branding, where we also spoke about identify the purpose and then probably work around the branding strategies.
Right. So you're doing some really fantastic work, and thank you so much for sharing your insights. And this was truly an enriching experience with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.